Hello, YouTube. Captain Insomnia here, making another video in the wee hours of the morning. Today, I want to talk about how I want to make this prediction right now that the upcoming movie Captain Underpants is an irresponsible story to be telling children en masse in a movie theater setting where millions upon millions of kids are going to see this movie. The books themselves sold like 70 million worldwide, but I'm pretty sure they were marketed to a little bit older audience than the children that are going to see this DreamWorks movie, this DreamWorks animation. And I think those who were reading it were probably thinking of it in a tongue-in-cheek parody way of, regular superheroes. But the way that I came across this was first a poster in a movie theater, and then I saw a trailer on YouTube. And in the trailer, I learned that Captain Underpants was created by the children at his school. He was a principal that was hypnotized into being Captain Underpants. And when he is Captain Underpants, he does not have any recollection of being the principal. He's a completely different personality. And I've immediately recognized this as a dangerous story to be presenting to a younger audience that is more pliable, because this could very well be misused by a pedophile to groom his victims. And I am surprised that DreamWorks would make this type of film, because I feel like at least one of the people creating it might have to say, hey guys, I think we have a problem here. Possibly somebody's going to misuse this film. And let me tell you how. Just an example of grooming from my own life. Growing up, my family had some family friends, whereas my parents had two boys and they had four boys. And my brother and I were best friends with their second and third oldest, right? But their first oldest, something bad happened in his life, because he was trying to groom younger children into sexual acts. And he was finally caught because he was the senior patrol leader of our Boy Scout troop. Still under 18, but he was the oldest person in the Boy Scout troop. And we were out on a camp out, a jamboree, and we were in one tent, his brothers and I and my brother, and he was in a different tent with other younger tenderfoots, and he was playing strip Dungeons and Dragons with them. He was using the game Dungeons and Dragons to say, I cast magic missile, and now you gotta take this piece of clothing off. And he was the dungeon master, so that he was leading the story. And he was using that game to get sexual favors from those boys. And they told on him. He got sent away for psychiatric help. And after he got sent away and it came out what he did, a lot of the other things that he did just clicked. We put two and two together, like, holy shit, he's been grooming everyone. In fact, when we would play Truth or Dare at a sleepover, he would always tend towards a certain kind of dare. Whereas I would say to somebody who was afraid of dogs, hey, go slap the family dog, because the dog would get playful and want to bite, but play bite, and I just knew that I would scare the shit out of him. Or I might dare someone, hey, there's some old bacon in the fridge. go eat it, and then they'd pull it out, and there'd be those little white fat spots from bacon that's been put in the fridge after it's cooked, and little fat spots grow on it. And ew, the child who would grow up to be a teenage molester of other children, he was daring other kids to take off their clothes in ways that were grooming them for other things. He would use dares like, hey, the next time a car is going down the road, go out to the sidewalk and moon it. And anything that would start to take off clothes, those were the kind of dares he would use. So back to the Captain Underpants thing. I can foresee some pedophile using this video to groom children into pedophilia by saying, hey, why don't we try the recipe of how Captain Underpants was made and see if we can make a superhero at home. First, you've got to hypnotize me. Hold on. Let me get ready by taking off my clothes. And then as soon as he gets hypnotized, he gets to pretend like he's a different person, whereby he doesn't have any of the guilt. The kids did it to him by hypnotizing him, so he can do basically open grooming of the kids and do things that are a little bit more forward, and the kids have to just accept that he's just this weird character that popped out because they hypnotized him. And then he'll make the suggestion, hey, would you like to have superhero powers too? And then they'll have to get undressed. And it's just, I cannot believe that DreamWorks is going to put this out into movie theaters and then eventually put it on a DVD, because that's the way that I think it's probably going to be misused most easily. So, I just wanted to make this as a prediction right now, and when I feel like inevitably, since it'll be seen by tens of millions at least, when a pedophile does misuse this, I feel like we're going to revisit this video and me calling it, because I feel like it's very irresponsible on DreamWorks' part to put out something so obviously misusable. Talk to you later.